What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm back today to give you a review of the J Balvin collaboration with Jordan Brand on the Air Jordan 3 Rio. This marks the fourth collaboration between J Balvin and Jordan Brand, and it's his second take on the Air Jordan 3. So whereas this first Air Jordan 3 was much brighter in color, this one in comparison flips the script and it's a black based colorway instead. So these released on May 22nd, and they retailed for a price of $250 US or $330 here in Canada. The official colorway for this shoe is black, solar flare, and total crimson abyss. And this shoe pays homage to J Balvin's son, who is named Rio. I wasn't able to find any specific references to how this colorway is a nod to his son, but according to official descriptions, that's what it is. So first things first, here's a quick look at the packaging, and if you've noticed, this is the exact same packaging that the last Air Jordan 3 collab came with. So we have this outer sleeve, and if you remove this, it reveals this sunset-inspired graphic with the J Balvin happy face on the top. And then on the bottom of the box, we have that signature elephant print. So jumping into the details of this shoe, the majority of the upper is crafted using a soft, slightly tumbled, matte black colored leather. So I was expecting more of a shiny black leather, but in real life, I was surprised how muted and matte it was. Surrounding the front toe cap, we have the signature elephant print, which is grayed out, giving it more of a tonal look. And then underneath this, covering the front half of the sneaker, we have another overlay of that tumbled black leather. For the bottom two eyelets, this is covered in this blacked out circular TPU. The middle three eyelets are done in this matte TPU finish as well, and we have this perforated leather all around it. Underneath this, we have more of that slightly tumbled black leather, and then wrapping around the bottom of the heel, we have more of that grayed out or blacked out elephant print. Surrounding the top portion of the ankle collar area, we have more of that perforated leather, and then on the back of the shoe, we have your signature Air Jordan heel tab, we have Nike Air branding on the left foot, and again we have J Balvin's happy face logo on the right foot. Hanging off the shoe, we also have this happy face logo turned into a form of a keychain as well, and this is done in this burnt orange sort of tone. As far as the laces go, so these come with two different lace options. The standard lace that they come with is a black colored flat lace, which blends in perfectly with the majority of the shoe, but if you want to give the shoe a lot more pop and really make it stand out, they also come with a secondary flat lace, which is done in that burnt orange sort of tone. Underneath this, the tongue is crafted using that same leather that we saw covering the upper of the shoe. So the bottom half leather is perforated, and then the top is left unperforated, but we have a gold colored Jumpman embroidered at the top. On the back of the tongue, we have this bright orange colored liner, which feels very soft to the touch. And then for the interior of the shoe itself, this is covered in a black colored mesh, which feels a little bit scratchier in comparison. And then as far as the insoles go, so these come with a polyurethane foam insole, which features these custom graphics on the top with Jumpman Air branding found on the heel. So the upper of these Jordan 3s sits atop this full-length polyurethane foam midsole. This is your standard Air Jordan 3 midsole. However, it's done in a combination of black along with this gradient style finish covering the top portion of the back of the midsole. So this goes from yellow to orange to purple, and encased within this midsole, we also have Nike Air technology. The forefoot is encased and it's not visible, but we have this visible air on the heel of the sneaker. And then turning the shoe over to the bottom, so the outsole here is done in this semi-translucent orange colored finish, but the style of the outsole is your standard Jordan 3 outsole. So we still have that same circular pivot point on the forefoot, and we have Nike branding running down the center of the heel. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this pair. And for those wondering about how these fit, to me, these fit me pretty much like any other Air Jordan 3, so I'd recommend most people to stick true to size. My foot measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. I got these in my normal Jordan 3 size, which is size 10, and they fit me perfectly. So whatever size you normally wear in Nikes or whatever size you normally wear for the Air Jordan 3, just get that exact same size for this pair and it should fit you fine. Moving on to the comfort, so these feel pretty much like any other Air Jordan 3. In my opinion, even though the Jordan 3 is a shoe from the late 80s, I've always felt that for a casual use sneaker, it feels a bit more comfortable than a lot of other retro Jordans around that same time frame. So for example, I find the Jordan 3 to be more comfortable than a Jordan 4. I don't know what it is about the Jordan 3. Technically, the tooling should be more or less the same, but I've always felt that they're a little bit more plush on foot. So is this going to be a shoe that's exceptionally comfortable, that's super soft and bouncy? Definitely not. But again, for a retro late 80s sneaker, I find Jordan 3s to be comfortable for me. Finally, in terms of the quality and the craftsmanship on this shoe, so first off, material quality I thought was pretty solid. It's definitely not the best materials I've seen on a special edition Air Jordan release. However, the build of the shoe I felt was a little bit lacking. But the thing that bothered me the most was that the left foot and the right foot were a little bit different. They weren't exactly symmetrical. So for example, my left foot, the toe box seemed a little bit slanted inwards, and then whereas the heel of the right foot, I felt like this heel tab was a little bit crooked, pointing towards the left. So these to me were fairly significant issues. Aside from that though, I thought the paint job was solid, the stitch job was okay, but still having the issues I had on my pair, safe to say it was pretty disappointing. But hopefully, like I said, I just got unlucky with a bad pair. So let me know in the comment section down below, how was the overall build and the quality control on the pair that you picked up? So with all that out of the way now, let me toss these on feet, I'll lace them up for you, and I'll show you guys how these look. I'm sure you guys know that I'm a bigger fan of lighter, brighter colorways as opposed to black-based sneakers. But I gotta say, for a black-based sneaker, I think that J Balvin and Jordan Brand did a solid job. I think this black upper is the perfect backdrop to allow the gradient finish on the midsole and the heel to really shine and be the real star of the show. And of course, being a black-based sneaker, it's probably going to be a lot easier to undead stock, a lot easier to wear more frequently, as it'll be a lot easier to hide the dirt, the scuff marks, and all the general wear and tear that comes with rocking your sneakers. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about this Rio Air Jordan 3 by J Balvin and Jordan Brand? Of his two Air Jordan 3 collabs, the Sunset and the Rio, which of the two do you guys prefer? And were you lucky enough to grab these for retail? Did you take an L and pick these up on the resale market, or just wasn't your thing and you passed on them altogether? As usual though, if you guys enjoyed this review, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esco8, follow me on X at sean.go spelled out, and visit my website at seango.ca. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoy this review, and I'll catch all of you in my next video.